Yes, yes, yes. You're in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi. Let me just fix my mic. Okay. Hello and welcome. Boxing Talk with Rafi 342. There's a lot for us to talk about. We've got the weekend action we need to talk about in the boxing. Gary Russell Jr. getting dethroned by, how do you pronounce that cat's name? But first things first, let's get the sound check done. Let's do this right now. Okay. Let's get into this shiznix. Stop the music. What the hell? That's not what I wanted. Come on now. Where are we? What the hell? That's okay. Let's get into this shiznix. Okay, that sounds good. Bring back the beats. Bring back the beats. Sound is good. Okay. So, how we doing this? I hope you like the new look. It's a new year. It's 2022. And you see we got the new look in the background. There's going to be plenty of new looks. Plenty of adjustments. Progress. Hopefully. Okay, so first things first, we're going to talk about the Gary Russell Jr. versus Magsayo. We're going to be looking at Ngannou versus Gain in the UFC. We're going to be looking at Matthias versus, how do you pronounce that? Ananyan. That was a hell of a fight. Okay, but first things first. Hello and welcome. Smash that like button on your way in. Okay, so, but of course, the headline topic, Anthony Joshua set to sign, step aside, question mark. Okay, big question mark. Okay. First things first, let's just say hello to everybody who took the time out of their day to get in here. Nice, bright, and early. Okay. Who we got? Gareth A. Davis is a Tyson Fury fanboy who published a story with no source. No source, damn it. How are you going to serve up fries with no sauce? Trying to hype a fight that isn't happening. OMG. If you buy this story, you are gullible with a silent K. Damn, a silent K. I'm going to have to research that. I don't know about the silent K. What's that? Kill? What's that? Silent K and kill? OMG. Warp drive activated. Okay, what's going on? I think Joshua stepping aside would be a good idea for him to adapt to a new coach and have an interim fight to do so. But unfortunately for him, that boat has sailed long ago. I don't know. I mean, it's all in the negotiations. Can he negotiate? Can he negotiate a fight in between? If he steps aside, I'm not saying he's stepping aside, because remember, there's a silent question mark. So I'm not saying he's stepping aside, but if he is stepping aside, then there's time for them cats, Usyk, Fury. There's time for them cats to have a fight, and it's time for him to have a fight too. Wouldn't make no sense for him to step aside and not have an interim fight. If he steps aside, I think to me, if he steps aside, an interim fight is integral integral to that plan. But hey, we're going to talk about some more. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. 6 degrees of separation. Let's close that down to like maybe 3. Maybe 3. Okay, who else is up in here? Crank it up, Raph. People won't wait around all day. Hey, haven't you seen the queues they have when Apple release a new product? Have you not seen those queues around the bend? Why can't they queue up for the boxing talk with the Rafi? Hey, it's worth it, you know. Okay, Malcolm Marcel up in the building. I knew this was coming. The way Gareth A. Davis was talking on his radio show on Saturday night. Okay, I didn't know he had a radio show. Why was you listening to his radio show, Malcolm Marcel? Surely you know better. You don't want to go listening to Gareth A. Davis. You know, he's been known to lead people astray. Where are we? Where are we? Let's share the thumbnail. Can we do 2 things at the same time? Can we be in 2 places at the same time? How does this work? Oh, Lord. Can I get the thing to look the way I want it to look on the screen? Okay. That was way better. Way better. Okay. Aaron Daly up in the building. Sound is good. Session is dark. Oh, gosh. That's funny. Okay. Let's copy that. Let's paste that. Let's drop that in the chat. Okay. Hopefully you can see that shortly. She's Biz up in the building. Andre asked the question, Rafi, if you were AJ in this situation, would you step aside? Hell yeah, why not? Why the hell am I not going to step aside? You're offering me 15 milli? You're offering me 50. Oh, first of all, I don't think they've offered him a damn penny. But, so let's rephrase the question. Let's rephrase the question. So the question I'm answering is, Raph, if you were in AJ's situation, and this is in commas now, and there was a legit step-aside offer of 15 million, if not exceeding 15 million, would you accept? Right, so if there was a legit offer, remember Anthony Joshua's come out and said there ain't been no. Anyway, we'll get to that. Thanks for reminding me. I'll bring that up. I'll bring up the videotape of Anthony Joshua's response. So, if I were Anthony Joshua and there were a legit offer of 15 million on the table, I get the 15 million to step aside. I get an interim fight. I get to fight somebody else, and then get to fight the winner of that fight of the undisputed. Yeah, it's undisputed. The undisputed fight. I get to fight. I get to have an interim fight. And get an immediate fight with the winner of the undisputed fight. Would I take in excess of 15 million or in excess of that? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How would I not? Why would I not? Cyril Gane and Francis Ngannou in boxing would be awesome. Yeah. Cyril Gane would win though. It's due to the wrestling. The gut and Ngannou. Anyway, I'll talk about that in a second. But first things first, since my memory has been jogged and refreshed, let's bring up AJ's response to the allegation, even though we haven't really got into the allegation yet. OMG. But let's do this. Hold on. Which one is the one? Which is the best one? I bet they've got their stamp all over the damn thing. But they got their damn stamp all over the damn thing. They always have their name all up in the video. What is this? What is this? Oh, what is this? An advert? Damn, the advert's longer than the damn video. Hold on a second. Okay. Let's do this. Let's share Anthony Joshua's response to the allegation that he's about to agree to some kind of step aside. He's going to agree to some kind of step aside. Let's share my shizzle. Share my shizzle and fertilize the earth. Damn it. Okay. Hold on. I can never find the like button. Never find the like button. Yeah, some people say that. Some people must have some kind of different arrangement on their phones. Let's have a look. Okay. Right. So let's go into Anthony Joshua's response to this.
You know what's bad about all these interviews I see? I see certain interviews that quote what I said. I think to myself, I ain't done no interviews. Where did this person get this information from? I'm hearing people saying AJ accepts 15 million to step aside. I ain't signed no contract. I ain't seen no contract. So as it stands, stop listening to the bullshit until it comes from me. I'm the man in control of my destiny. I'm the man that handles my business. I'm a smart individual and I make calculated decisions every step of the way. Don't listen to the bullshit from other sources. If I tell you something, you know it's wrong.
Boom.
Signed no contract. I ain't seen no contract.
Boom. Bang. I got this stamp all over the shiznicks. Okay. Donovan Williams up in the building. If you're on a phone, you need to close the live chat so you can see the like button. And look for a speech bubble to reopen the live chat. Where's my phone? Let me try and do this. Let's do this Shizniks live. Let's do this Shizniks live. Let me see how it looks on my end. Hold on. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Oh, that's up there. Gotta leave that there like so, but still. Why am I doing it over there? I don't know why I'm doing it over there. Or maybe I want to see what it looks like. I can't remember. Okay, let's go. Let's just do it on the phone. That was the original intent. Let's do it. Let me see how it looks on my phone. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so live chat. Yeah, it's pretty easy. So there you have the live chat. Okay, it ain't gonna show. Okay. So there I have the live chat. Then I X the live chat out, and then I can see the like button. Go back to the live chat, the square. It says live chat. It's pretty clear on mine. And you're back into the live chat. So close the live chat, hit the like button. Go back into live chat. Close the live chat. Hit the like button. Go back into live chat. Yeah. Yes. Okay, you're good with that? Are you good with that? Okay. All right. So look. Come out of that. Let's go back into the comments. The WBC has ordered Fury White. They can't take that back. The only way Fury can fight someone else is if White walks away, and that ain't happening. OMG. But the WBC will suspend the mandatory, I believe. I believe the WBC would easily suspend the mandatory to allow for undisputed. Not taking it back, but they're delaying. They delay Dillian. Would they? Or would they not? Or would Dillian need... Yeah, Dillian would need step-aside money too. So Dillian would have to agree to step aside. Yeah, he'd have to agree to step aside. So that's two sets. The step-aside money. Bob Arum. Frank Warren would have to come up with two sets of step-aside money. Is that likely? Is that feasible? I suggest to you, I say to you, that is highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. Oh, yeah. Now I remember why I opened it up. Let's do that now. Let's get that now. Let's get all up in it. I hope this is muted. Okay. It wasn't, but I got on there. In time. Okay. So, what was I trying to... Came over here for... Oh, yeah, I remember the reason. Let's pin that. Let's do a poll. Is this step-aside talk legit? Is this step-aside talk legit? Question mark. Yes, no. Yes, no. No, that's enough. That's enough for you to make up your mind. Okay. Let's drop that out, X that out. What did I? Did I put the poll up? Did I put the poll up? Let's have a look. Yes. The poll is up. Okay. Let me get into the comments. So remember, the poll is this step-aside talk legit? AJ said it ain't. Nobody's offered him no contract. Joshua said there ain't been no offer. And Crosshook also said they had light talks with Team Fury and nothing more. How much is AJ worth? I don't know. 100 million. You thought at least 100 million. At least 100. Yeah. You can suspend a Mando prior to ordering it. If they cross out, X out White now, they'll get sued big time. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they have to. I think therefore White also has to agree to step aside. So Aram, Warren, you're gonna have to come up with 2 lots of step aside money. And as we've heard from Joshua himself, I'll play it again in a second because there's some new people in here. As we've heard from Joshua himself, nobody's approached him with no contract for no step aside. Carter.
You know what's bad about all these interviews I see? I see certain interviews that quote what I said. I think to myself, I ain't done no interviews. Where did this person get this information from? I'm hearing people saying AJ accepts 15 million to step aside. I ain't signed no contract. I ain't seen no contract.
I ain't signed no contract. I ain't seen no contract. Never seen, never heard. Never happened, never occurred.
So as it stands, stop listening to the bullshit until it comes from me.
Stop listening to the BS unless it comes from Joshua himself. That's what he said. That's his words, not mine.
I'm the man in control of my destiny.
I'm the man in control. Repeat after me. Everybody repeat after me. This is a self-affirmation message. Let's take it back, AJ. Come on.
Control of my destiny.
Come on. Take it back. Self-affirmation. Everybody repeat after me.
For me. I'm the man in control of my destiny.
I'm the man in control of my destiny.
Control of my destiny.
I'm the man in control of my destiny.
From me. I'm the man in control of my destiny.
I'm the man in control of my destiny.
I'm the man that handles my business.
I'm the man that handles my business.
I'm a smart individual.
I'm a smart individual.
And I make calculated decisions every step of the way.
And I make calculated decisions every step of the way. Let that be your self-affirmation message every morning. You get up and look yourself in the mirror. From now on, every day, every morning. Every morning. AD up in the building. Long time no see. The AD. Good to see you, AD. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Smash that like button. Hit that. Well, I know you already subscribed. Long time subscriber. I know you already subscribed. But hit that share button, AD. Share my shizzle. And let's fertilize the earth. And let's not forget the poll is up. Where is it? Where is it? Uh-oh. Yeah, there it is. Is this step aside talk legit? Did I make the question? Is the question not clear? Is the question not clear? I mean, I should have said, is the step aside offer legit? Because AJ just told you ain't no offer. There's no offer on his table. Nobody's approached him with an offer. So, is this step aside talk legit? I guess there's an ambiguity there. because a lot of people are saying yes, but Joshua's just told you. He's just told. Let me end that poll. Because I think there's some misunderstanding. But the results of the poll are going to come up anyway, but I'm going to make it even clearer. Okay, so is this step aside talk legit? Yes. 57% said yes. 42% said no. Okay, I think there's an ambiguity in the question. I hope I can close the loophole because step aside talk is legit. Yeah, step aside talk is legit. But I meant was this alleged step aside offer to Anthony Joshua legit? That's what I really meant. Of course, the step aside talk's legit. It's legit to talk about it. But I meant, is the talk that AJ has received an offer, a financial figure to step aside? My question was, is that legit? Do you believe AJ has received to step aside. A contract to step aside. Okay. Let's clear up the loophole. Okay. Do you believe? Do you believe AJ has received a step aside contract? Boom. Okay. I don't see how that could be misinterpreted. I don't see how that could be misinterpreted. Can you imagine a future fight between Dillian White and Frank Sanchez? I just want to imagine a fight between Dillian White and Tyson Fury. A big Dasa Fury. That's what I want to imagine. Tone up in the building. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. I have to double up the money on White. Yeah. Who's got GAD? I don't know who got this. Yeah, that's another factor. If both White and Joshua step aside, both of them would want to be guaranteed a shot at the winner. How are both of them going to fight the winner? It's tricky. WBC may get vacated. And White would end up WBC champ without a fight. Yeah. Don't think he's going to vacate. Seems there are many gullible people out there who believe Gareth A. Davis. Hey, I'm not really a Gareth A. Davis believer myself, I got to say. The headline for that article in the Telegraph was clickbait, straight clickbait. I trust you've read the article in full. Of course. One has to do one's due diligence. I read the mail every morning. Not. White versus Fury is a fight I want to see stars make fight, and that's a good fight for all boxing fans. Real talk. Philip Carl Roberts up in the building. Gareth A. H. Davis. OMG. Okay. So, do I bring up? Okay, people. So in the comment section now, you will see the poll. Do you believe AJ has received a step-aside contract? Joshua is saying no. What do you say? Who do you believe? Gareth A. Davis or Anthony Joshua? Anthony Olawafemi Olansi Joshua. Why to the WBC Mando? So if there's a contract where Joshua fights the winner, whoever would be the champ would be stripped because there is a deadline. Yeah. Why to the WBC Mando? So if there's a contract where Joshua fights the winner, Whoever would be the champ, yeah, champ would get stripped. OMG. Don't you think the WBC Mauricio Suleiman could, maybe pull a string or two? I think he could pull a string or two. I don't know, man. I don't trust nothing over there at the WBC. Bob Arum can't trust him. WBC Mauricio, very hard to trust. Talks in riddles, talks in circles, ends up chasing his tail. I think the step aside thing is pure nonsense. Pure and utter tripe nonsense. Gareth A. Davis, Tyson Fury's official liquor. Yo, I hope that guy rinses. I hope that guy gargles with Listerine on a regular. I hope he's got a good doctor and gets his throat, esophagus checked out regularly. Surely his activities are unhealthy. Talking about Gareth A. Davis. Oh, gosh. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's pull up some of the shiznicks. Let's get rid of that. Let's pull up the article. No, I don't want a free trial. Okay. Let's close all these damn pop-ups popping up down. That's funny. That's funny. Let's go. Okay. You see what I can see? Right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, so Anthony Joshua's 15 million step-aside deal still on the cards, with Eddie Hearn discussing proposals and options. Alexander Usyk's management team have revealed that they have been in talks for their boxer to take on Tyson Fury. Okay. There's Joshua looking a bit perplexed. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, forget the we breed confusion. And Mauricio, the two oldest organizations, WBC and WBA, turn themselves into the proverbial laughing stock. Excuse me. Right. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? G the PT up in the building. Yes, yes, yes. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Okay. That's true. The IBF are the most strict these days, and that's only because they were exposed for corruption. Yeah, back in the day, I remember that. I think there was a documentary on TV, English TV, where they had hidden cameras and shiznicks, and they caught the head IBF guy taking bongs, got bonged, brown paper envelopes, full of dollars to do ill deeds. Yes. I wonder what that documentary was called. Let's do this in real time. Documentary exposing the IBF. See what it's called. I might give that a watch. Exposing IBF or whatever. What? Huh? Looks like some joke things. Exposed, old and new media. What is this? I don't want no YouTube crap. What is? I want a legit. What is it? Documentary exposing the IBF. No, not on Netflix, on TV. This is a simple, straightforward question. How come it don't come up immediately? What, have the IBF kind of suppressed the damn? Have they suppressed it? Has it been suppressed? Looks like it's been suppressed. Huh. That's interesting. That's fascinating. Looks like the damn thing's gone AWOL. Was that suppressed? Looks like it was suppressed to mine. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue with this thing. Looks like the IBF suppressed that documentary, but I know I saw it with my own two eyes. Prospect of Joshua agreeing to a $15 million deal step aside appears to be on the cards, despite the British boxer's claims to the contrary. OMG. So they keep on pushing it. Tyson Fury versus Dillian White. When is the fight? Where will it take place? And what TV channel is it on? You see the confusion? That's why they're here. They're just here to spread confusion. Just here to spread confusion. But you know what? We have to come to an adjudication on this matter, and we have to bring up the poll. I know what I think. I know what the logic dictates. Logic dictates is a louder crapola. So now we have to go to the poll. You've heard the evidence. You've seen the evidence or the lack thereof. You've heard it from the Gareth A. Davis side. You've heard it from the Joshua side. You've heard it from Joshua out of his own mouth. So now we have to go to the poll. Okay, and we go to the poll. Do you believe AJ has received a step-aside contract? 27% of respondents said yes, they do believe Anthony Joshua has received a step-aside contract. And 73% of respondents said no, they do not believe Anthony Joshua has received a step-aside contract. Very interesting. One third. Hey, who's to say? Who knows? Who knows who's right and who's wrong? But 1/3 said yay, they believe. 1/3 said nay. Yeah, people's careers. Give Dilly a shot. My question is, why do the WBC and the WBA waste money on paper and ink to write a rule book if they never follow their own rules? Well, it's just like having a shop front. Yeah, the shop front selling one thing, shop back selling something different. You got to have something up in your shop front. Looks like we have 27% of Fury supporters up in the building. tonight. Closer to a quarter. 27. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. It is 25% is a quarter. Damn, Big Boys Boxing. Big Boys Boxing has drunk his beetroot juice today. He's on fire. He's sharp. Rafi's just on the water. Rafi's just on the flavored water. I don't think I've drank anything other than water or flavored water for the last week or so. And I got that heavy cold. Just getting over it now. Oh. OMG. It's keeping you sharp, keeping you sharp. Okay, that's good stuff. Okay, so we're going to come out of that now. What is that? What is that? Let's drop that. Let's come out of that. Let's come out of that. We're doing good. We're doing good. What? We're 40 minutes in. And, yeah, just getting warm. But, you know, we don't like to stay too long. We just like to bang it out, get the information out there to the people, wake the town and tell the people. Okay, so we're done with that now. We're done with that. Let's come out of that, close that. Where are we? Okay, it's me up on the big screen. I'm on the big screen. Look at me. OMG. Where are we? What was I sharing earlier on? Let's move on to the next. What was the next thing? What's the next thing? Let's have a look. Let's have a little looky. What's the next story? Okay, is that good or is that bad? No, don't like that. No. Okay. Okay. Right. So let's get into the next story. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Oh no. Let's have a look. What have I lined up? What have I got lined up? I hope I've got something lined up, for goodness sakes. Oh yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's another one. Oh, Corey. Stop sharing that. Boom. Is that it? Start sharing this. Close that down. Thank you. Okay. Are we good? Yeah, I think we're good. We're good to go. Okay. So, new topic. As a matter of fact, before we go anywhere, let me get ahead of the game. Let me ask a question. Who won? Who won? Magaso? No, let's go Russell first. Russell? Who won? Who won? Question mark. Question mark. Russell? Or Magaso? Spell that. Magsayo. Say you, say me. Ask your community. Let's say draw. Let's throw some confusion in there. Okay, so the poll reads, who won? Russell or Magsayo? Should come up now. Just waiting to see. Yeah, it's there. Who won? Russell, Magsayo, or was it a draw? Okay, so I'll let you get into that at your leisure. Okay, so Mark Magaso beats Gary Russell Jr. by majority decision to become the new WBC featherweight champion. Okay, so where we at? Dreams can come true, and they did for the Filipino Magaso. Let's get this up a little bit so you can read along. You can read along with Rafi if you wanna. You can read along with Raphael if you wanna. Okay, dreams can't come true. Gary Russell Jr. hurt his right shoulder and was essentially forced to fight one-handed. Mark Magasso took full advantage and brought enough pressure to edge a compromised Russell by majority decision to become the new WBC featherweight world champion. Judges at the Borgata Hotel, Casino and Spa in Atlantic City, New Jersey, saw it 114-114, so that was a draw on one scorecard. 115-113 on the second, and 115-130. Oh, so it's 115-113 on the second and the third scorecards. 114-114 on the first. My dream came true. This is my dream since I was a child. I'm so proud. I'm a proud champion right now. Filipino Magasso received a tweet from Manny Pacquiao congratulating him on doing the Philippines proud and being the latest champion from the Philippines. Okay. My stance on this, first of all, I mean, get your votes in. If you saw the fight, get your vote in. My position on this, my stance on this was that Gary Russell did this to himself. Aqua. Gary Russell did this to himself. Gary Russell hasn't fought for 2 years. Over the last 12 months, I think offers have come in from Warrington. He had the possibility, he had a chance to fight Josh Warrington. Talking about Gary Russell. Gary Russell said the fight was beneath him. It's beneath me. Okay, fine. So fighting Warrington was beneath him. Cool. So then he had the opportunity to fight Devin Haney. And what happened? Why did he pull out? He said no. He said yes. And then he come to the 11th round. He said no. Some people think that Devin Haney was capping. Some people think that it was Russell. I think Russell was, I don't know about capping. I just call it BS. I think Russell was the BSer. Devin Haney would have took that fight in a heartbeat. They were trying to make it happen over on YouTube. Ultimately, it was Russell. Didn't I do a video on that? Russell backed out, Russell said, what did Russell say? Didn't I do a video on that? Could have swore I did a video on that. What did Russell say? Can we pull that up? Let's see if we can do this. Let me actually try and do this thing in real damn time. All right, let's see if we can do this. Russell. What comes up? Russell, Devin Haney agreed, or is it? Gary Russell serious. Did Herring quit? Oh, that's a whole live show. Gary Russell versus Devin Haney agreed. Or is it? Agreed, or is it? I'm going to have to get into this. We're going to have to go into this video. We're going to have a look at this video. Because I can't remember the minutiae. I can't remember the ifs and buts and wherefores and why fors and how forth. I want to find out. I want to go back in time. Let's go back in time. Let's see what my conclusion was with this shiznix. Let's have a listen.
The breaking story between representatives of Devin Haney and Gary Russell Jr. In Devin Haney's corner was his father, I think it's Bill Haney. On the Gary Russell side was his older brother, we goes by the name of Batman. Yes, Batman.
Batman.
Anyway, as I was doing my live boxing talk with Raphael 169, news came through. Gary Russell's representative, Batman, had agreed with Bill Haney that the 1.5 was acceptable. They accepted it before, then they declined it, and now they're accepting it again. Apparently, that was the news that came through. So, the subject matter, one of the subject matters of the live was, is Gary Russell dream chasing or clout chasing? And so I headed on over to the place where they said the discussion was going down. It's over at 78's place. Okay, so let's mute the music and get into what was said.
The 1.5, I had an offer over within probably within the next, let's say 8 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. You know, it'll be on your email in the morning.
All right, let me ask the people this.
So that was Bill Haney, father of Devin Haney. And then comes Batman, the older brother of Gary Russell.
Will everybody pay for pay-per-view?
Hey,
I just want to put in the chat. If y'all can, would y'all pay for pay-per-view?
they're gonna pay for it.
Will y'all pay for pay-per-view? Says Batman, representative of Gary Russell. And at that point, I knew, Houston, we have a problem. Could see where it was going.
Gary Russell Jr. or the great Devin Haney, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. and the great Devin Haney, would y'all pay to see this?
I think everybody would pay to see it. I think everybody will watch it.
Or y'all listen, hold on, man.
Okay.
Or would y'all rather us fight on the app?
So, a question from Batman is, would you pay for pay-per-view or would you rather see it on an app? Okay, so the obvious point there is that the pay-per-views cost what, $80 over in America? And the app cost $20.
Would y'all rather us fight on pay-per-view or an app?
Okay, I'll ask them then. Would they rather pay $80 or would you rather pay $20?
Don't nobody want to buy the app?
Yeah. All they got to do is pay $20 and then you can subscribe and subscribe for $20.
Okay. So it was very clear that this was a. Remember, Russell is a PBC guy, so I remember Wilder is a PBC guy, and they walked him out of the DAZN offices in disgust when he got offered $100 million or $120 million for 3 fights. So it was never going to happen at that stage. It was pure BS. I don't call it capping, I call it BSing. It's pure BS from Russell's side. Yeah, we down with it. Let's do this. And then a bag of excuses. One excuse after the other. One excuse after the other is ridiculous.
But don't nobody want to buy.
Hold on.
Ain't nobody want to buy the app, so you can get something for $80 or you can get it for $20. And this Batman is implying that people would rather pay $80 for the same product than $20. And I don't know, do I really need to say any more?
Nah, not really. It's pretty obvious that Batman and Little Robin, they were BSing. We don't call it capping, we call it BSing. You know, man? Straight BSing. Cal L up in the building. Salute to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio Nation. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and the icon for news and notification. Well, yeah, he's a great talent for sure, but he wasted it. He hasn't fought for the last 2 years, serves him damn right. He hasn't fought for the last 2 damn years. He could have fought names. He could have fought recognizable names in the form of Josh Warrington. I think you'd have beat Warrington. He declined. He could have fought Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney would have beat him. He declined. Well, he said, yeah, up until the last minute, up until the 11th hour, and said, no, it's not the right timing. And then what happens? He goes and loses, sits out for 2 years and loses. What's that cat's name? How you pronounce that cat's name? Masayo. Yeah, Magsayo. Yeah. Goes and sits out and look what happened. Look what happened. Apparently he's had the injury for a while. Should have had a shot. Hey, he was out for 2 years. Man was out for 2 years. He had ample opportunity to get his shoulder right. So I ain't buying that at all. He had ample time and ample opportunity to get himself right. I'm out, y'all. Stay safe. Nice to have you up in here. The Big Boys Boxing. What is this here? Russell went into a mandatory fight with an injury and no rematch, thinking he's that good and he could win with one hand. Dumbass. Diva got what he deserved. Yep. Got what he deserved in more ways than one. Turned down recognizable names for a little mandatory. Looks like he may have took him lightly. Went into the fight one-handed, even though he's been sitting out for 2 years. 2 damn years. Huh. That's the definition of foolishness to me. That's pure and utter foolishness. Okay. So where are we going now? That's Gary Russell. What happens to Gary Russell now? Where does Gary Russell go from here? Where does Gary Russell go from here? Oh, no. Back of the queue. Back of the queue. No rematch clause. We're going to have to see how it works out. You know, PBC, WBC, got a relationship going on. We'll have to see how that pans out. But yeah, he's a fool. He's a fool. I classify Gary Russell in the way he's conducted himself, fighting 1 time a year. Going from bad to worse this time around. He was out for 2 years before his last fight. That's on you, bro. That's strictly on you, bro. Okay. Let's have a look what's going on. Okay, let's go with Francis Ngannou. Oh, Lord. What's this crap here asking me to accept this kind of crap? What's going on? Okay, so as a matter of fact, have I even finished with Gary Russell? No, not quite. What are we going to do with that? I think what we're doing there. Okay, so we're going to drop this one down. We're dropping that out. Chopping that out. Okay. Let's bring back the Gary Russell. Let's bring back the Gary Russell article. Let's finish this off. It's only right. Okay. Let me check over there. Okay, people, remember the poll is up. Remember what the poll is. Who won? Russell, Magsayo, or was it a draw? The poll is up. Okay. Let's have a look at this here. Let's have a little looky. Okay, Gary Russell hurt his right shoulder. Yeah, we know that. Majority decision. Yeah. It's a dream come true. I am champion now. Okay. Although Magsayo Magsayo slowed down a bit, and Russell used his ring IQ to land that left hand and take rounds himself. The veteran couldn't catch up to the sheer output that Magsayo had amassed by the fight's end. It brought a disappointing end to Russell's title reign. But it was a valiant effort to fight with but his left hand. I couldn't use my right arm. I can't feel my arm. I can't feel my arm. He added that he believed he tore a tendon in his right shoulder and that the injury happened 2 weeks ago while in camp. Still, Russell felt like he won the fight and said that he'd like a rematch when he heals. Magsayo drew instant praise from boxing legend and fellow countryman Manny Pacquiao for his victory. Congratulations on your first world championship. Thank you for bringing honor to our country by becoming the latest Filipino world boxing champion. Welcome to the club. The words of Manny Pacquiao. Okay, so what do we got? In defeating Russell with the upset, Magsayo handed the longest active reigning world champion his first loss since 2014. Okay. So that's it. I don't know where Gary Russell goes after this. But yeah, he did it to himself. He should have been fighting. He had the option to fight bigger names. Instead, he goes out to a mandatory. Yeah, can't applaud that. That is not to be saluted. Okay. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button as we continue to move on. Okay, where are we going next? Where are we going next? Okay. I see it. And I know it. I see it and I know it. See right there. Where is it? Okay. I don't know how many people saw this fight, but it was a hell of a fight. Was it the fight of the weekend? Watch on Twitter. What's this gonna do? Uh-oh, not even sharing this. Uh-oh. Not even sharing this. Hold on. How rude of me. Let me share. Okay. Don't know how many people saw this. This was one hell of a scrap. Okay. Let's see if we can. Volume issues. Let's bring this down like so. And let's go. Boom. Oh, Lord. Gotta bring that back from the TOP. This was one hell of a scrap, toe to toe. I was conflicted. The referee was conflicted. Do I just enjoy this for what it is? Or do I worry for their brain cells? Do I say a prayer for their dying brain cells? Ooh. That was brutal. Ooh. OMG. Damn. Gary Russell could retire if it's a tendon injury. Could retire if it's well, he's of an age. He's of an age. He's one of them tiny guys. One of them tiny, what is it, feather? Yeah, literally featherweight. So them guys don't tend to last long anyway. You know, so hey. So the end might be near. So Gary faces the final curtain. Does Gary face the final curtain? The final curtain. Gary goes back to making videos from. He gonna cry in the car. He gonna cry in the car. Oh man, videos from his car. Bigfoot in the Loch Ness Monster, mate. More public appearances. OMG. OMG. Where we at? Yeah, it was a rematch. Rectified the loss in the first fight. Sitting on the booster seat. OMG, little Gary Russell dime. We're getting the sizest jokes now. Oh gosh, that's funny as hell. So what happened there? Yeah, we'll back to your corner. 5. Six. You continue. 7. 8. Walk towards me. Walk towards me. What's she doing? What's that referee? That's the Fury referee. What's his name again? What's the Fury referee again? What him kind of like doing a little side step, doing a 2-step there. Come over here. Now go over there. Come over here. What's that damn fella's name? Okay. Just trying to make sure it's okay. Okay. Are you okay? You want to continue? Whoa. You see that quick movement? You see the referee's reflexes? Okay, check out the reflexes. I don't know if you caught this. Whoa. Look at those reflexes. Look at the reflexes. Come on now. Try and keep up. Dime. Okay. They're working on it. They're looking at him. Look at him, y'all. Look at him. Referees in there, paying close attention to what's going on. Oh dear. That was no. Can't allow this to continue. No. And secured victory in the rematch. Vindication. Victory is mine. It's all mine. Can we see the referee again, just to close out? No? Okay. Victory is mine. I think Matthias wants to avenge his loss to have Anyan. Hell yeah. Sure he does. Matthias drops Anyan flat on his back at the very end of the 9th round with a left hook. Yeah, we just saw that. OMG. Anyan needs to be checked in the hospital after that concerning reaction. That was one hell of a fight. Ring doctor checks on battered Anayan, who can't follow her fingers with his eyes. Damn, that's a serious condition. She advises the bout be stopped and the ref follows suit. Sweet revenge for Matthias, who produced a great performance with a technical knockout. Yo, anybody who hasn't seen that, I recommend you go see Matthias versus Ananyan. Well worth it. Bloody Jack Reese. Quite a long face. Oh dear. I think I know what reflexes you're looking at. Hey, I'm looking at the psychometrics. The psychometrics. We're following the psychometrics. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. His eyes were almost closed. His left eye was almost shut. And I noticed. That was the good eye. I agree with the reflexes. I mean the ref. OMG. OMG. Very good stoppage and very good reflexes, I'm sure. I'm sure you will concur. Okay. Let's drop that out. Where are we going next? It's a roller coaster over here. We just keep on moving on. We just keep on moving on. OMG. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Where we going? We just keep moving on. We just keep moving and moving and moving and moving. Dang. No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. Okay. Matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. I think you can see where we're going. I think you can see where we're going with this. And in the meantime, you know, the ref, you got to run some checks. Remember, the poll is still up. And the question is, who won? RussellMagsayo, or was it a draw? The poll is still up. Or do I just close it down right now? Or just let it stay? Let it stay. But in the meantime, you know, the ref, you got to run some checks. Let's have a look. Okay, I see that. Do another little check while we're here. Hey. Okay. Okay. Let us continue. Let us continue on. What time is it? Okay, making good time. How long we've been going? Oh, okay. So we're in the last quarter. Okay. Right, or is it the last third? OMG. Okay, let's get into this one. Okay, so Francis Ngannou reacts to Dana White not place. Oh, maybe we're putting the cart before the horse. Yeah, I think we are. Okay, let's rectify that. Let's have a little quick chat about the fight before we go any further. Drop that down. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Let's have a look at this right here. Let's have a look. Come on, share. Share. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Okay. Okay. So, what's this here? What's this here? What are we going to see? If I press play, what are we going to see? Oh, the video has been removed. How rude. How rude. I bet this one's been removed too. Go on. The video has been removed. Huh? Has it not been removed? Of course, it's been removed. Of course, it's been removed. What's going on? Nothing? Nothing? Nothing going on but the rent? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Yeah, there's nothing going on there. Nothing going on there. Okay. So we scrap that. We'll scrap that. Did I do a video on the fight? Did I do a video on the fight? I don't think I did I? I don't think I did. So I was going to show you a little bit of the footage, but evidently that will not be possible. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, needless to say, let me close that down. Needless to say that it was a closely contested fight. Where is it? And I do have my scorecard. The first round was very close. Could have gone either way. I edged it to Ngannou. Ngannou was fighting the Frenchman, Cyril Gain. The Frenchman, remember, Ngannou comes from French Cameroon, but Cyril Gain, I think he was born in France. Very good on the feet. He was very good at keeping the distance. But that was it. And tapping, getting points, kind of like points fighter, kind of like George St. Pierre. He was kind of getting points like George St. Pierre. Another Frenchman, French-Canadian though. So in the first round, I edged it 50-50, but I edged it to Ngannou. Second round, gave that to Cyril. The third round, fourth round, fifth round, I gave to Ngannou. Really? I thought I gave Cyril two rounds. I thought I did. But what happened is, I mean, you could easily give Cyril Gain the first and second round. The third, fourth, and fifth would have to go to. I could have swore Cyril won one of those rounds, the third, fourth, or fifth. Anyway, according to my scorecard, he didn't. I think what happened is that Ngannou took Cyril down. He took him down in the third round. Yeah, those 3 takedowns. Ngannou took Cyril down 3 times. 3 times, trois. On the trois time. 3 times. I wrote it down on my notes alongside the scorecard. 3 times, 3 TDs, 3 takedowns in round 3. In round 4, up until then, it was a stand-up fight. Round 1 and 2. In round 4, what? GF. Oh, grapple. There's a thing called grapple. Begins with F. That's when you get the man down on the ground and you just grapple the living ish out of him. So that was round 4. And it was Ngannou once again using his wrestling to be the decider. Because in pure stand-up, Cyril Gain is the better stand-up fighter. So the difference was Ngannou's wrestling. Ngannou known to be a stand-up fighter, But when you're with a kickbox specialist who knows who's learned to wrestle and defend the takedown, you're in a world of problems, my man. World of problems. Okay. So that was round 4, grapple F. And round 5, of course, the 5-minute rounds, 5 rounds, 5-minute rounds, 5 rounds for championship fights. Yeah. Ngannou went into that 5th round looking like a tired dog. He really looked knackered. He looked really tired. And if Cyril had kept it on his feet, then I think Cyril would have won that round, that 5th round. However, I think Cyril was the one who went for the takedown. He was like, oh no. You know, Francis Ngannou, he's had it now. He looked tired. He looked dog tired. But then, to everybody's surprise, he got the reverse. He was on his back, got taken down, and got the reverse, and ended up on top of Cyril. And rolled it out. There was not much action from the top, but it was still exciting to see the striker adapt and use wrestling to separate himself from a superior striker. It was very intelligent fighting on the part of Ngannou, and he secured the victory and maintained his belt. Okay. So what we got? Yeah, two of my monsters. Yeah, good stoppage for sure. Yeah, Ngannou and Cyril Gain. Both monsters. I think Cyril Gain will come again and rise to champion, but I'm happy for Ngannou. Picked the other guy up and slammed him like it was nothing. Both strong in the clinch. Yes, it was a good fight. I enjoyed it. Yeah, the spinning body kick. Ngannou started to read the spinning body kick Ngannou started to read the spinning body kick by Cyril Gain. Remember, Ngannou from the French Cameroon and Cyril Gain from France. Okay. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Raphael feels nice and cozy, nice and toasty. Well, I think every champion has some kind of beef with Dana White. Yeah. Let's get into that. Yes. Okay. So Francis Ngannou reacts to Dana White not putting a belt around his waist, skipping UFC and skipping the UFC 270 press conference. I don't know why Dana didn't come, you know. He didn't show up. I'm missing a trick here. I think I'm missing a trick here. Let's remedy that. Let's rectify that. We have the remedy. Francis Ngannou. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I need to share this with y'all. Like so. Let's get into this shiznix. Okay, so who's this? PD3? Okay, I need to make that bigger. How's it looking now? How we looking? Okay, looking a little better. Looking a little bit better. Okay, so it could still go better still. We could go better still. How you like me now? Okay, way better. Way better. Okay, the lowest paid NFL athlete is $650K. This is crazy. Dana White, UFC, Jake Paul, Johnny Jones. Don't y'all think Francis is worth more than a backup kicker? Yeah, because Francis was saying that he was getting paid something like $500,000. And the lowest paid NFL athlete is $650. This is crazy, yo. I think I wrote, I better like that. It's a good point. Francis Ngannou purse tonight was $600K per California State Athletic Commission. Gain $500. That ain't bad. That ain't bad for gain. Figueiredo $150. Marino $200. I didn't watch them fights, but I think I wrote a tweet saying that the heavyweight. As a matter of fact, let's go. Nah, I can't be asked to go back there. Can't be asked to go back there. We're where we need to be. We're where we need to be right now. Yeah. So somebody asked. Yeah. Don't ask if Ngannou has beef with Dana White, and and that's why he's got the beef. That's where the beef come from. Hold on. Okay, that's where the beef come from. Let's get some more. Give me some more. Give me some more. Okay, so there you have it. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. We got a heavyweight champion, dominant, impressive, versatile, and he's getting just over $500,000. Just over $500,000 for going in there and putting miles on the clock. That's disgraceful. Putting miles on the clock, putting damage on your system, and you're getting less than $1 million. You're getting less than $1 million. For a worldwide brand, $600K. While Dana White's flying around in private jets from early out. That's why all the champions ultimately hate Dana White. All the champions ultimately hate Dana White. I'm not saying Dana White shouldn't be flying around jet setting and his private jets doing big deals and coming back to a fleet of Ferraris. Yeah, that's all cool in the gang. But the issue with the UFC, and always has been the issue, is that the money distribution is terribly skewed toward the organization. And that's not opinion. That is actual fact. When you look at the spreadsheets for all of the various different sports and you look at the distribution of wealth, you will see that UFC fall way behind when it comes out to treating their athletes correctly fiscally. They fall way behind. There's always excuses. Oh, but we're not major yet. There's always excuses. I've been leaving a lot of money on the table ever since the Stipe fight. By now, I might be down at least $7 million. Damn. Francis Ngannou tells Ariel Helwani, UFC offered good money and a new deal, but it doesn't matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? What's he gonna say? Are they gonna? Can we risk it for a Swisskit?
Yeah. Yes, with everything going on, yeah, because this wasn't just a fight. This was, I was just not fighting in the octagon. This was like everything that I was fighting for, everything that I stand for. You know, it was way more beyond the fight. It was for my principle. It was for things that I believe in. So,
where's the money talk? Is there any money talk? Money talks. Money talks.
Like all that down on the table, like I don't even care. I'm taking. I let all that down until they came out with a good fighting things that I believe into. You know.
Yeah, Dana White didn't put the strap around his waist, and Dana White didn't show up to the press conference. Apparently, I didn't know that until I read that, until I saw that. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, Dana didn't write him a bad check. He's not in a good mood right now. Getting shortchanged like that. Come on, Francis, talk to the people. Talk to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Come on with it. Come on with it.
So that was the reason why I was fighting. I mean, like, even when they're trying to reach out for a deal, they came out with a good amount of money. I'm like, at this point, that doesn't matter. I let all that.
At this point, that doesn't matter. What do you mean? Of course it matters. What you trying to say? All right, Ngannou is looking for a lucrative boxing match. How do you think he'll fare? Does he have good boxing skills? No. He's a heavy puncher. If you say who's a heavier puncher between him and Tyson Fury, then it would be Ngannou. But that's not boxing. Boxing is boxing. It's not just punching. Ngannou would be a better puncher, but all-around boxing, no. No, I think Cyril, the guy he lost to him, he'd be a better boxer. Mind you, he's a kickboxer. So I don't know if he just had to rely on his hands. But yeah, I think Cyril's not as heavy a puncher, but Cyril's a better boxer than Ngannou. Ngannou, he can't flow like that. He can't flow like that. He was tired. He's very tired. He's very, very tired. Well, it's tiring fighting somebody elite level for 25 minutes, punching, kicking, wrestling. It's extremely fatiguing. Maybe if he was just boxing, maybe that'd be less fatiguing for him. Maybe, but I don't know, man. These, no. Having said that, he could box some guys in the low 30s, maybe the top 30, low top 30s from like 20 to 30, maybe. But elite, boxing the elite, nah. But listen, Conor couldn't box elite either, and he made what? People allege 100 million. UFC got half of that, so 50 million, and the taxman got another half of that, so 30 million. So Conor made 30 million, and he can't box. Or at least he had an amateur boxing match, did he not? So, hey, hope Cyril, I wish the best for Francis Ngannou.
Down on the table, like, I don't even care. I'm taking my 600,000. I'm going there. I'm doing this, and I'm winning everything.
I'm taking my 600,000, and I'm gonna win. Yeah. So basically, saying he didn't allow himself to get distracted, but he wasn't happy with the 600,000. Come on now.
Is that number accurate? The number that came out, you made 600 for that fight?
Is that number accurate? Ask Ariel Helwani. Funny enough, the guy Ariel Helwani that you just heard in the background, he's been blackballed by Dana White for years. Got blackballed for years. MMA fans would pay to see him box, absolutely. Hey, I'd watch. Tone becomes the first sponsor of the show. MMA fans would pay to see him box. Absolutely. Where we at? Fight Doctor up in the building. Get to that comment in a second, Fight Doctor. Let's listen to the words of the UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou from the French Cameroon. Why did I say French Cameroon? It's not French. It was invaded by the French, but it ain't French. It's the Cameroon. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did.
Could you tell us what they offered you? Dare I ask?
I let a lot more on the table.
Yeah.
I left a lot more on the table. How you mean? How you mean? Sounds like he knows his worth for sure. I've seen him train with Teddy Atlas. I think he's seriously considering boxing. I do ever think that he would be too slow to hit the top in boxing. Yeah. Yep, he'll have cardio issues. At least he can grab in boxing. At least he could grab the guy. At least in MMA, you can grab the guy and tire him out. Not the case in boxing. Well, it kind of is, though. You can't use clinching techniques in boxing. You can't clinch and hold. Not to the extent as in MMA. Granted.
Yeah. How much?
Overall,
Yeah.
I've been letting a lot of money on the table, Ariel, even since the sleepy fight.
I've been leaving a lot of money on the table. I don't think he's been willingly leaving a lot of money on the table. I think there's a language issue here. I think what he's saying is he's been shortchanged. He's been shortchanged for some time now. I think that's what he's saying. He's not voluntarily leaving money on the table. He's saying there's money that should be on his plate that Dana White's got under the table. If that's my interpretation of what he's saying.
By now, I might be down at least 7 million that I let on the table.
Wow. Okay. Damn. Just not pulling any punches.
I've been letting a lot of money on the table, Ariel, even since the sleepy fight. By now, I might be down at least 7 million.
So he's saying he's been shortchanged 7 million in his opinion. Okay. So, Well, he started in boxing. He wanted to be a boxer before he got the MMA. He was training in boxing, but he was training he stopped by an MMA gym, and the guy persuaded him, yo, you got a better chance in MMA. So he stopped training boxing and moved over to MMA, but he has trained boxing previously. Me personally, I don't think he's fluid enough. But hey, I'd watch. Of course I'd watch. I mean, he's got a punch that could turn anybody's lights out. So he's always got a puncher's chance. Always got a puncher's chance. The fight doctor comes in and says, AJ taking step aside money. Well, AJ, you didn't hear what AJ said? AJ said no. AJ said, I don't know where these people are coming from. Listen to me. AJ said, don't listen to them fools. Don't listen to them fools over there. Listen to mine. Listen to mine. What is to them for? Why listening to them? Listen to mine. Okay, let me do a little check. And Fight Doctor, you're just going to have to rewind the tape. Rewind the tape. We done talked about that. What is that? Can I refresh that? What's going on? What's going on? Let me running some checks in the background. Okay. Look at the analytics. Real smooth like. Okay, let's have a look at that. Set to sign. Anthony Joshua set to sign. I've been seeking. I've been searching. Trying to find. Okay, I see what's up. I see what's crack-a-lacking. What's my response? Who the hell would fund this step aside? Who's going to pay for it? Bob Arum? Hell no. Excuse me. What's the time on the clock? It's 1:40. We've been going for 1 hour 40. Does Dana run a dictatorship? Hell yeah. The distribution of wealth is not good. It's not good over there. It ain't good over there. And that's why every UFC champion leaves and hates Dana White, because it's just a question of fairness. It's just a question of, they just keep too much money. They keep too much money that should be going to the fighters. That's the bloody long and short of it. I don't think anybody could dispute that. They keep too much of the dough. Keep too much of the dough for themselves at the top. Whilst you got champions trying to eke out a living. Wow. Dang. That surprised me. Boom, boom, boom. And in comes the man. Our man in the Caribbean is the Iron Kong. Iron Kong, how do you do?
Raphael cool, and I just here trying to clap some mosquito off of me. I don't know what the hell happening tonight, but they're trying to eat me, man.
Yeah. Well, that's the benefit of the cold. We don't get none of them things around here.
Wow, man. I mean, mosquitoes them trying to eat me alive, bro. I gotta flit out this house. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
I hear you. So what's going on? Talk to me, Iron Kong. Talk to me.
None, man. I see you talking about Ngannou here and Dana White. Let me tell you something. I don't know if Dana White has a relationship with any of his past top fighters like that. I don't know one. If we're talking about the heavyweight division, Tim Sylvia, his former heavyweight champion, don't mess with Dana White. Randy Couture, don't mess with Dana White. Almost none of these dudes who left mess with Dana White no more. And as you said, it's because the UFC does not share its revenue equitably with its athletes. Right. However, one of the things I must say about the UFC is that their pay scale keeps the fighters hungry and keeps them active. You see, in boxing, some of these men make so much money that they don't have to fight.
Yeah.
Some of these boxers know it's a double-sided thing, because you can't tell a person who's putting their life on the line how much money they should make.
Yeah.
Yes. However, you can pay someone so much money for doing so little in their career that they get lazy and don't want to, and they lose the hunger.
Look at Joseph Parker.
There you go. So there's a fine line you walk, with how much you pay combat sports athletes, and what you expect from them in return. Because I don't want to be the one to tell a person fighting for their life in a ring or a cage, you're making too much money. But I also know that there's some people who are very lazy, and there's a scale that you pay people that they kind of have to fight.
Yeah.
However, the UFC don't have that issue where they have other promoters where it's whatever. All these MMA corporations run their own little silos, and they don't cross-promote like that, especially in America. They don't cross-promote. The only promotion I know that cross-promotes with other people is Bellator, and that's because Scott Coker, coming from Strikeforce days, always had a relationship with Japanese promotions. You've seen people from Japan come to Bellator, and Bellator guys go to Japan to fight in, vice versa, whatever. But Dana White is a guy who's been very clear. He's not giving you no money. It looks like he was mad that Cyril Gane lost the fight. Didn't put the belt on Francis. Didn't come to the post-fight press conference. Nothing. If you listen to Ariel Helwani, a guy who Dana White despises because Ariel does good media work.
Yeah. The
guy says Dana White signs these new corporate deals, corporate sponsorships. I think the Reebok one has run out. I think it's now with Venom. And he says none of that money goes to the fighters. None of it. However, the fighters lost their own sponsorships, because once is coming with their own sponsorships and on the books and on the big kind of they are usually still like a little like a billboard almost over the cage with all the sponsors and all of that. Yeah, they can't do that no more.
No, it stopped it when Reebok came in.
So you stop that, and you don't you don't give no recompense with revenue from the sponsorship that you signed.
For real.
It's really disappointing. Dana White is a
Disgraceful.
really scummy guy.
It's disgraceful. It's unacceptable. He's living in mansions. He's driving. He's got fleets of Ferraris, and this has been going on for years. It's not just now. This is as soon as they started making money, there was a disproportionate. There was an imbalance in the division of wealth, which is demonstrable when you look at the division of wealth, the division of income with almost any other major sport. You look at the division of income, the division of wealth, the division of revenue, and you'll see that the UFC is right down at the bottom. At the top, you have the NFL and the American football and all that stuff, and they have a nice split. The owners, they get a nice chunk of change, but the players get a very handsome chunk of change too. So you can do both. You can both get handsome change, chunk of change. But the UFC, no, they're wicked with it, man. They're wicked with it. They keep their guys on a starvation diet. You know, you got a heavyweight champion earning like £600,000 for defending his championship against it ain't no punk. There ain't no punk.
And then you come out and say how much millions of pay-per-views you sold and all this foolishness. I mean, it's just really nasty the way and it's also sick because Dana White prevents these people from making money after they leave the UFC, right?
That's right.
And it's like GSP wanted to take the opportunity to box Oscar De La Hoya. Dana White blocked it.
Yeah, he's blocking all of that stuff, and I should really get into. Who's this chick?
Basketball. She either plays basketball or she's an ESPN commentator or both.
Okay, all up in the video. She all up in the video. Anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought. What the hell? Noise interference. I'll watch that later. The division of income, the division of wealth over the UFC is disgraceful. You just mentioned blocking fighters from making proper money over in boxing, but I'm probably have to do a little expose on this thing because Randy Couture had an interesting take. Randy Couture said that the UFC contract does not exclude you from boxing, having a separate boxing contract. That's a controversial thing. Randy Couture said it. He said a lot of these UFC guys don't know, so maybe I'm going to have to pull that video up and maybe we're going to have to talk about it. But that would certainly be interesting if Randy Couture was proven right, because there have been times in history where, contracts have been ruled as, what do you call it? Draconian.
Yeah.
So they've been talking about getting a UFC union for years, but never really happened. It would be interesting if an organization got together. It's happened a couple of times where they said, yeah, we've got this organization, join our organization for the UFC, and we're going to see if we can make a difference. But there should be a test. There should be a test case. It would be interesting if there was a test case, if a UFC boxer wanted to fight and the UFC said no. I mean, GSP was the ideal guy. How many millions has he made? He's the ideal guy to test the thing, and he never tested it. He never went to court with it.
But it's weird, these fighters, because they're in a individual sport, they don't understand the power of a union.
Yeah.
And the only people that are afraid of unions are scumbags. Jeff Bezos and these people, right? So you have a situation, and you're right, there has been a few people, Couture and Don Fry and these who've tried to farm this, but unless you have a mass of fighters joining, and these fighters think on only an individualistic level when they're young and they're strong, it's only when they start getting old and realizing that I probably didn't make the amount of money I should have made. That's when they start talking sensibly. But once they're in the UFC, they don't really think about those things. Like, for instance, when Ngannou and Dana were having the issues and he was out, the reason why Derek Lewis fought Cyril Gane, because Derek Lewis said on Twitter, I will take less. He came in and undercut Francis. If he had stood strong and said, look, man, I'm not fighting, you got to pay him man what he's worth. That would have also raised his pay.
Yes.
That man tweeted Dana White, said, look, if you don't want to fight, I'll fight for whatever little price you're paying.
Dumb.
coming to undercut the man.
Undercut the man. Foolish.
It was also when John, because John Jones is still out. John Jones saying, look, you gotta pay me some money.
Yeah.
Because if me and Francis fight, it's a huge fight.
Mm.
So Derek Lewis stepped in to undercut these people. And he got the fight, got knocked out for whatever chump change. If he had left Dana White in his pocketary,
yeah,
it would benefit him too.
It would have benefited everybody.
But they don't think like that when they're young and they're strong, Rafi. It's only when they get older and start to wash out.
Yeah.
Dana White cut them because he ain't gonna use for them no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Then he'll realize what a fool he was. The UFC, I reiterate to a lot of the boxing people in here, the UFC have been doing this as soon as they started making proper money. As soon as they started making proper money, you said, okay, we're going to have to be real top heavy with how the way the money goes. Real top heavy. We're not just taking the cream. We're taking almost everything. Taking almost everything out of the pot, not just the cream. And so I reiterate, this has been ongoing in the UFC as soon as they started making money. Even when the UFC tried to reach out with a deal, they came out with a good amount of money. I'm like, at this point, that doesn't matter. I've been leaving a lot of money on the table even since the Stipe fight. By now, I might be down at least 7 million. It's an unclear statement. He's talking as if he don't care about the money. Of course, he cares about the money and he wants more money. But they've been shortchanging him for so long that they're gonna have to come up with proper money, is what he's saying. But Dana White drives a hard bargain, and there's no shortage of people to undercut him. But Ngannou says he wasn't bothered by Dana White's absence. Bro, I don't care about that. I'm happy. That's all that matters. Of course he cares. I mean, you don't care. Of course you're going to care. Dana White showing himself, showing his ways yet again. Okay. Oh, there's his trainer. I don't know the relevance, how that's relevant, how that's pertinent. Okay, congratulations to Ngannou, and Cyril will come back again. What's this here? Oh, nothing. Cyril Ngannou. What's this? What's that? Francis Ngannou face when Cyril Gain tried the ankle submission. Iron Khan, while you're here, we might as well touch on a couple of things before we shut the thing down. Let me get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. Okay, into this. Gary Russell Jr. Did you watch the fight? Gary Russell Jr.
I watched the highlights. I don't stick around to watch Gary Russell Jr. fight.
Same. I just watched the highlights.
That is not.
That's not your definition of a good time.
No, that's not appointment television for me. I was trying to hug up my wife that night. No. But I did watch like most of the fight. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Magsayo won. Mm-hmm. I know people say, "Oh, Gary Russell had one hand." Listen, man, you got one hand, half a hand, whatever. You step in that ring, I don't want to hear it. Check. Yeah, exactly. It's on you. You step in there with one hand, okay. Might as well tie it behind your back then. It's on you. And he turned down the Josh, what do you call it, the Warrington fight? Yeah.
He turned down the Devin Haney fight.
Yeah.
And then he lost to a guy that not many people know.
Yep.
Don't seem like the smartest and most prudent strategy to me.
Yeah, but that's how some of these guys think, out for 2 years, come back, say, hey, look at me, I'm back. Bro, I don't care. Nobody cares.
Who cares? Who cares?
Who cares, bro?
And Fight doctor said it would be smart on Joshua to Joshua's part to step aside. People are saying, people are saying that Joshua's about to step aside. Gareth A. Davis says Joshua's about to step aside. Joshua said, don't listen to the bullshit unless it comes from me.
Well, I agree with Joshua. If he says he's stepping aside, then I believe Joshua. In terms of if he should or not, I thought Deontay Wilder should have stepped aside because at these guys' age, at their level, the only thing left is undisputed fights and fights like that. I thought Deontay Wilder should have stepped aside when he lost the second fight. Yep. Especially since he was going through all this turmoil with his team and he was picking a new team and all this other nonsense. He should have taken a step aside, allowed Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury to fight with a deal that states he gets the winner directly. Those three fighters are the biggest fights in boxing. If you can guarantee yourself a shot at the winner of those things, I don't mind. It gives you a chance to work with your coach longer. It gives you a chance to watch the fight, to see how they're fighting and pattern a game plan to shoot the winner, right? If Anthony Joshua takes step aside, I don't have an issue in taking step aside as long as he gets a straight shot. However, how are they going to appease both Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte? Yeah. Anthony Joshua has been a two-time unified champion.
Two-time.
The only thing left for him is an undisputed fight, to be honest.
Straight.
So if he says, but then the amount of money that you would have to pay someone like Anthony Joshua to get him interested in stepping aside, how would that make your fight profitable? Because Joshua's a very rich man. The money you're going to have to bring to move him, how is that possible? Dillian Whyte, how much you going to have to pay him?
You're going to need some money too.
Big money because he giving up a title shot. How does it work out? Who gets the first crack at who? So, I mean, me personally,
just don't seem feasible.
It don't seem feasible to me. However, I thought Wilder should have took a step aside and guaranteed himself an undisputed shot. If Joshua takes a step aside, I don't mind. You know, as long as you guarantee the undisputed shot. At this point in your careers, that's pretty much all that's left. An undisputed fight. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion. People might say whatever, but that's just my opinion. Sorry, I can't, you know.
And I hear you. We talked about it earlier, but since you jumped on, it was good to get your opinion on the matter. And you know, the Rafi don't go for too long.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we got our next day ahead of us. It's 7 minutes past the hour of 11 p.m. 2300 hours. 7 minutes past the 2300 hours.
Late in Birmingham.
It's late in Birmingham. It's late over here. And you know, the Rafi, you know, it's nice to kick back and relax before you head to bed. Before I head to bed, got a busy day ahead of me. Getting over the heavy cold, but you know, still getting that work in, still putting that work in, still getting my steps in, still getting my miles in. You know, the Rafi tries to stay as close to optimal as possible, and that includes good sleep. That includes a good night's sleep, but we managed to get the Iron Kong over here to share his thoughts and observations. Iron Kong, enjoy the rest of your evening and get them mosquitoes out of there.
Yeah, man, I gotta go get it back big on or something and flip these blasted thing, man. Yeah, man. Easy, Rafi. Peace.
Yo, that was the Iron Kong, and it was good of him to come over and share his thoughts with you. The Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio Nation. What's going on here as we close? As we come to the close, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. And damn, I gotta live up to my word. I gotta practice what I preach. So why don't I just go ahead and do that now before I close out the show? Let me just do that now. Damn, Is the poll still up there? There's some kind of poll up there. Let's let me share it to at least one place. Where is this? What is this? Oh yeah, that's there. Let me share it out to a couple of places, and then I'll get to your comments. Where is this here? Okay, that's that. That's that. What am I seeing over there? What am I seeing over there? What am I seeing over here? What's going on over there? Let's get some of this. Copy that. Copy that. Copy this. Copy that. Where is that thing? There it is. Paste. Damn. I gotta share this on the gram too. I forgot. Y'all must have forgot. I forgot. I hadn't shared it on the gram. Okay. That looks respectable. That looks respectable. Let us. Uh-oh. Almost forgot. Almost forgot. Y'all must have forgotten. Am I even going to do that? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this instead. Play video. Play video. Okay. Let's copy that. Let's share that. Okay, so I banged that out over there. Let's bang that out in a couple more spots and get to the closing comments. Bang it out over there. Bang it out over there. Okay. Okay. That's good enough. That's good enough. Let's close that. Oh, damn. Let's bang it out in a couple of places over here. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Okay. Okay, where else we gonna do this thing? Where else are we gonna do this thing? Bang it out over there too? Why not? What's this? Okay, I think I've banged that out everywhere I need to bang it out right about now. I can bang it out on Instagram later on and Twitter too. Bang it out on Instagram and Twitter too. Twitter too. What's this here? Why can't I share it? Why can't I share it? If I go into it, oh damn. Brings me right here. Can I share this? Okay. Okay. We'll leave that be. We'll leave that be. Close that down. Go over to Twitter. Home. Let's close this down a little bit. It's too big. Huh. Home. Profile. Let's do this. Let's tweet this out to the people. Don't like that at all. 3, 4. Where is it? 342. We're on 342. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's the one. bang that out. Probably retweet that in the morning. Okay, let's close that. Hold on. Let me like my own post. Like that. We'll close that. Let's have a look what's going on in the chat. Okay. Where are we? Funny stuff. The judge who had a draw should be tarred and feathered. I think they hanged him as well. He was hung, drawn, and feathered. Hung, tarred. Hey, there's a lot of medieval. Had a lot of medieval torches. Gary Russell Jr. got robbed. Noise needs to stop. Yeah, I agree. I was, Sangayo won for Mike. A lot of LDBC being crying robbery. Proves how delusional they really are. A fight between Fury and Usyk be big enough to generate the kind of money Joshua and White would accept to step aside? Hey, I don't think a fight between Fury and Usyk generates enough money to pay Joshua and White step aside money. I think that'd be the whole damn purse. When has Fury been a big seller? Yeah, they just broke even on the Wilder fights. Promoters barely got any pork scratching out of it. When has Usyk been a big seller? That might be one of the lowest grossing heavyweight title fights in recent times. You heard what I said. That might be one of the lowest grossing heavyweight title fights in recent times. Just because it's for undisputed, don't mind the sight. It's going to be a big money fight. Who's to say it's going to be a big money fight? And by the way, have you noticed the background? Rafi did that with his own fair hand. Two hands. Rafi, 2 hands. OMG. If Fury is confident in beating White and Usyk is confident in beating Joshua, just fight the damn fights. There's a lot more money in the pocket for all parties in the long run, of course. I don't think Usyk Fury is as big in the US as Fury Wilder was. Certainly not. Yeah. Fury Usyk equals fans fight in the US. The casuals won't care on this side of the pond. They're not going to care. They ain't going to care. Yeah, it's burning money. Hung, drawn, and quartered might be a bit much. MG. Burnt at the stake. Oh, lordy. Some serious medieval tortures. No, Top Rank have a deal with Sky in the UK, but I think Fury is still with the BT. That's correct. Low subscription rate. What time the fight's going to be on? The fight's going to be on at stupid o'clock. I'll admit I'll get up to watch it. But it ain't going to happen. Is it? Let's talk sense. It ain't going to happen. Yeah, it ain't going to happen. It's speculation. It's all kind of nonsense, really. Joshua pretty much laid it out there. It ain't going to happen, or it might happen, but where's the money coming from? Would Joshua take 15 mil? Probably, possibly. Would I take it if I was in his shoes? Probably, possibly. Get an interim fight and then go fight the winner of that. But they ain't got the money. They ain't got the money like that. They ain't got the money like that. That would be the whole fight purse. If you pay Joshua 15 and pay, first of all, White ain't gonna accept 5 anyway. You probably have to pay White 10. So you pay Joshua 15 and pay White 7. Yeah, I modified it. Took 25% off. We paid what? We paid Joshua 15 and pay White 7.5. Change it again, damn. What's that? That's 22 and a half. That's 22 and a half mil. That's the whole fight purse. That's probably more than both of them are getting put together. Think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? You stay there, think I'm joking. So, yeah, it just ain't financially feasible to pay Joshua step aside and White step aside. It's just some bullishery that they're talking, that they're squawking. Pure garbage. Oh, what time is it now? It's 20 minutes past the hour of 11 over here in the UK. And you know, Rafi got to shut this shizzle down, do a little bit of post-production, do a bit of relaxing, and then drift off to the world of sleep. There you go. Just because of the time of day. Just because of the time of day. They won't even give you the time of day. Okay. So, we've chopped it up. We've covered a load of stuff. We had Iron Conquer, enough to jump on. Talked about Joshua. Said, don't believe the bullish unless it comes from me. Talked about Francis Ngannou being lowballed by the UFC like every champion does. I think the only champion that didn't complain was Chuck Liddell. But then even he came back and worked for the company, and ultimately he got sacked. He was working in the backstage, back room, and they got rid of him in the end. Surprise, surprise. I don't know if he's getting paid that much money because he came back and fought Tito Ortiz, who he whooped two time. He came back looking absolutely horrible and looked like he'd never had a serious fight in his life and got whooped. I think Tito Ortiz, of all people, knocked him out. Put him to sleep. Crazy, yo. Crazy, yo. So were they really paying Chuck Liddell all that well in the first place? Probably not. He probably thought so at the time. But in retrospect, looking back, if I could turn back the hands of time. But the music just stopped like that. The music just stopped like that. Hey, it's been a pleasure having y'all up in here. Thank you for coming and supporting. You know, we've been doing this for years. We've been doing this shiznix for years. Okay. We've been doing this shiznix for years. We're still going. Still rolling. Still strolling on. And we're going to continue strolling on into the week with more boxing content. What kind of content? You know, we talk about everything up in here, in the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And we're going to continue doing that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. And Tone was the sponsor of the show. Much appreciation. Much appreciation. Always appreciated. All right. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comments. It's the shares. And it's the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. And we are out. Blessed.